The cover art's already pretty cool. And I'll also say the same about doing a mystery in a video game is interesting. It is sometimes less the mystery itself that is the hard part, and it's the fact that they need to add video game elements to a mystery. So, like a point and click mystery solving game, the point and click mechanics tend to get in the way because you are just trying to match everything with everything. And, you know, Poirot doesn't ask people meaningless things. So if I have a full inventory of stuff, I'm not going to ask, like, Poirot would not ask somebody about the 50 random things that he happens to be holding on to. He'd be asking them about the thing. But it's a point and click game, so you're supposed to ask them about every single thing that they have. Yeah, this game is absolutely named after two of my favorite films. I don't know if that was their... I don't know if they were just going for like mystery and stuff or not, but it is. I do love Clue and I love Murder by Death. So I'm looking at this on the PlayStation, obviously. So it is a story-rich detective mystery set in 1930s England. Investigate a murder inside a sprawling manor, interrogate suspicious residents, and make meaningful choices to uncover the truth before Scotland Yard arrives. So this is going to be out. There is a demo in the Steam store. So let me get a message in chat for y'all. You can get it there in Steam at the link. And there's a demo of it available now. It comes out in about a week. So we'll take a look at it. And I'm looking at it on PlayStation. They were kind enough to send over a key. So thank you. So yeah, let's have a peek. Oh, look at the cute. Oh, you good, fam? You good? Oof. That poor mascot. I love that there's a vampire. Because of course there is. Okay. Language. Let's go with normal. Okay. And I'm on console, so I don't really have to set a whole lot of things. But they do have options for the music, the sound effects. I'm going to go with the automatic dialogue and as opposed to me having to click to advance, and we'll see how that works out for us. Difficulty mode. So normal is you lose 15 minutes each time a character loses their 3 lives. You don't lose anything from the inventory, and that character returns to their room. In easy, you lose 5 minutes. And then in hard, you lose 30 minutes. The reason this is important is that Scotland Yard will have been summoned and they will come at a certain amount of time. So we're going to go with easy. Automatic observation. I'm going to go with show the action area. Okay. And yeah, it's kind of like a toy, like setting aesthetic. It's very cute. So yeah, let's hop on in. Two hours ago. Hello, are you Mr. John Smith? I am. Who's this? My name is James Benson. I serve as the butler at Anderson Manor. I'm calling under Lord Anderson's explicit instructions. He made it quite clear that, should anything befall him, you were to be contacted without delay. Lord Anderson? What has happened? A most dreadful tragedy, sir. Lord Anderson has been murdered. Good heavens, murdered? Are you absolutely certain? Could it not have been a natural death? There's no doubt, sir. The household is in utter disarray. We scarcely know what to do. And what of Scotland Yard? Have the authorities been summoned? Not yet, sir. The family wished to contact you first, as per Lord Anderson's wishes. Understood. I shall depart at once. In the meantime, ensure nothing is disturbed. Ah, sir, before you hang up, the manor is quite extensive. It might be prudent to enlist the help of a few individuals familiar with the estate to assist in your inquiry. A wise suggestion. I shall act on it. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Mr. Benson. So I'm already laughing because in Murder by Death, the butler's name is James Sir Benson Mum. So, he's like, so he's speaking to a man and he says, Benson Mum. Mum? Yes, James Sir Benson Mum. And I'm like, okay, so we're already like, okay, come on. So we have two characters to help us out. David Living, an explorer of distinguished renown, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, childhood friend of the late Lord, financial patronage, okay. Nancy Walker played the cook in Murder by Death. Born in India, she served as the mansion's housekeeper and cook ever since she was rescued in one of his expeditions 20 years ago. Strong-willed, we're definitely having the housekeeper. James Benson, he is the butler. He has a steadfast devotion to the family and quietly attentive. Lady Brighton is the Lord's older sister, widowed. Lady Sophie, inquisitive mind, archaeology, independent adventurer. Hey, Kay, welcome on in. Lady Rose, daughter of Sir Brighton, high society's darling. She has a strange new boyfriend she met on her last trip to Europe.
Susan Gray, a maid in service. There are twins, principal caretaker, gentle, diligent. Sir Brighton, principal heir. Mr. D, son of Count Vlad Tepes the Sixth, known as Mr. D, enigmatic. Okay, so he's a vampire. So selecting you. We're selecting the vampire and the maid. This is definitely how I'm starting my cozy mystery. The vampire, the detective, the vampire, and the cook. Yeah. So, 110 minutes later. Welcome to the Anderson Manor, Detective. I regret to inform you that I discovered the lifeless body of Lord Anderson at 10:10 p.m. this evening. It is a most tragic affair, and I sincerely hope you can help us uncover the truth behind this heinous act. The household is in disarray, and we are counting on your expertise to bring the culprit to justice. As you conduct your investigation, you will find that many objects within the mansion may hold clues to the mystery. You are free to inspect any item that catches your eye. Pay close attention to details, as even the smallest object could prove significant. Okay, so move over here. Ooh, oh, we're cute. We're so cute. I think I skipped the tutorial. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, no one has broached the body, sir. I've kept a watchful eye, as have the others. Good. That will make my task easier. Hold on. Let me... Oh, I can't change the settings right now. Listen carefully. This house is no longer safe. There's a murderer among us, and until I uncover the truth, no one is to wander about freely. You wish for everyone to retire to their rooms? Precisely. I need each of you to remain where you can be found. I will be conducting interrogations one by one, and I cannot have anyone slipping away unnoticed. Understood, sir. I shall see to it that your orders are followed. Do not mistake this for mere precaution. This is for your own safety as well. Until we know who was responsible, you are all at risk.
Now go, and remember, I will speak to each of you soon enough. Okay, so we start a new case. Hold on, can we go to the main menu? Because I'm going to change the settings on the dialogue. We'll go with fast dialogue, and we'll pause at the end of the line. Just so we don't miss anything. Continue. Okay. Okay, well, everyone's in the library. Lord Anderson's body. Too bad I can't examine it better now. Got it. Okay, so behind me are the buttons that we have access to. There's the map, which is like down on the D-pad. Not much yet. We can hold something with square. We can take something with circle. We can jump, because of course you'd have to jump. Okay. Ooh. What's this? Oh, and a little check mark shows up when we can do an action in the lower. So yeah. Okay. So you can see we kind of have a radius. Ah, that's an active radius. A painting with strange marks on the wall. A plate with cheese crumbs and biscuits. Okay. Yeah, I'm just walking on stuff, so that's fine. Pencil. The current item slot is not free. Drop another. Oh! Hold on. So I need to put something down. I get it. Okay, so I can put the glasses there. Okay. There are quite a few books on Egyptian history. This scene is highly suspicious without a doubt. Someone's been snooping around the Lord's study, searching for something that was kept here. I wonder whether that person found what they were looking for, or if they failed to do so and left these papers scattered across the floor in their hasty escape. I can see that whoever was here couldn't open the safe. Surely the Lord kept important things inside it. Let's see if I can find a way to take a look. Okay. Paper strewn about the floor, as though somebody had rifled through in haste and right beside a safe. Such places guard a nobleman's most valued secrets, or those he would suffer no eyes to see. It's only comprehensible for someone to attempt to tamper with it. This one, from Milner Safe Company, demands a 4-digit code. To force it, without such knowledge, would be near impossible. Let's hope someone may provide a clue, or perhaps fortune will grant me the combination. Okay, so it's a pencil. Do I need the pencil? Okay, if I take the pencil, 2 masks that appear to be only for decoration. I want to take the plant. Yeah, pencil, and then I can see there's a little bit of a telephone directory. Could come in handy. There's a little bit of, because I'm using controller. How peculiar. A sheath tucked away in a place such as this. Though perhaps more troubling is the inscription upon it. May worthy blood unseal what death has bound. Oh, that sounds like a curse. A ceremonial blade by the sound of it, one that demands a blood sacrifice. I had heard of Lord Anderson's fondness for ancient relics, but this carries a far more sinister air. Most unsettling of all is the absence of the blade itself. The sheath remains, but the weapon has vanished. I do hope it was never here to begin with, that only the sheath ever rested in Lord Anderson's possession, for if that is not the case, possible murder weapon. Okay. And then... do I want to take the plant? No. It's a cactus. Yes, it's a cactus. It's just a cactus. Hey, base, welcome on in. Okay, let's see if we can go to another character. Okay, so now we're looking. Now we have the cook. So you have a radius around which, like, observable objects come into play. Susan should have picked up this dish. And each of the characters you go with have different perspectives on things. A photograph of the Anderson family. Newspaper. Okay. The clock shows up because Scotland Yard has been called, but that's how long we have to solve stuff. Excuse me, sir, would it be alright if I stepped out into the garden for just a moment, only to catch a bit of air? No. Yeah, no. I see. Is it closed off for good then? Until further notice. Orders are clear. No one in or out. If I'm understood, then move along. Of course, sir. Yeah, like... admittedly, the cook and Drac aren't specifically... they're just who we've chosen with us. This sack should be in the kitchen. Can we take it? No. See, I'm a little confused. This sack should be in the kitchen. Okay, I can observe it, but I can't take it. I think I can take this. A sharp axe? I don't think I need that. Do I? A sink. Gentiana Kudu tincture. That might become important later. Firewood logs. Who has the time to care for such a thing? Well, I'm sure the Lord did before he was moited. Okay, we're in the garage. Okay, yeah. Tongs. Oh my god, tongs. Okay, getting close to somebody will talk to them. Good evening, Mr. Parker. What are you doing here at this hour of the night? Are you not aware of the news? I am indeed aware, a most dreadful tragedy, truly. I found myself unable to sleep after what transpired, and I needed to keep myself occupied. Quite understandable, I myself am assisting a detective in gathering clues to aid in solving the case. If you happen to see him, do share what you know. You shall recognize him at once. He's a gentleman clad in a gabardine and a fedora. Surely, I shall keep an eye out for him and offer my assistance in any way I can. I would greatly appreciate it, Mr. Parker. Okay, I just walked into a mousetrap and lost a heart. I was hiding myself because the... Oh, should we take a crowbar as well? Sure. The interface for the game, another vase to dust, yep. What's with the leaks? What's that about? Okay, so let's see if we can get a better idea of the map. Are we mapping it out as we are. We're mapping it out as we go through the house. So now this is the first floor. Second floor. Okay, close the notebook. Bathroom. I'm the one who keeps them spotless. Right. Yeah, we're just collecting potential clues, like, okay. The thing is, okay. That's the crowbar. That's a sharp axe. And this is, okay, sharp axe. What is this? This is the service key. Okay, so I have the key to the service entrance. All right. Yeah, I know. Okay. Now we're Vlad. Lord Anderson, I can smell fresh blood. Well, thank you for that, Vlad. So yeah, we would like vampire detective, vampire mystery solver, which... Okay, so I can take this or I can observe it. A teapot. Yep, that it is. Okay, that's the... Hold on, that's the entrance hall. Oh, it's another hallway. Okay. Yeah, so it feels like you'll want to get the lay of the land. The golden jackal awaits, patient and silent, in the darkest depths. Flowers. Not the time for calls. Yeah, okay, all right. Can I not get through here? Door is locked. Well, it might be the service entrance. Even this plant seems lifeless. Okay. This door is also locked. But we're mapping out. Okay. All right. What's through here? This is a huge estate. It's a water bottle. Well, let's take the water. Doesn't appear to be holy. A full bottle of red wine. Well, we're taking that too. Locked, I guess. Yeah, okay. The dining room piano. Okay. Let's head upstairs from here. Yesterday's newspaper. Okay. Okay, does this actually connect to things? Okay, it does. So yeah, I guess you have an option. You can start... I'm no longer young enough for life's brutal blows. My brother is dead and I cannot even pray for comfort. I could have sworn I left my Bible here after the chaplain service this morning. Only because God entrusted me to safeguard the family's good name. And now this fresh calamity. I cannot even pray in peace. A lifetime spent protecting the family, and it seems everyone's bent on destroying it. What is this? Lady Brighton's perfume. Okay. You good, fam? I trust you understand the gravity of our situation. This house is on edge, and panic will serve no one. Indeed, Lady Brighton, these are troubling. No, I don't know Transylvania. The air feels thick with suspicion. Precisely why we must remain composed. I ask that you keep your wits about you. Should you notice anything such as anyone behaving oddly or any detail that seems out of place, you must report it to me or the authorities at once. You have my word. I shall be vigilant. Good. The last thing we need is more chaos. Now let us proceed with caution. It's a wardrobe. Yep. Okay. So this is Lady Brighton's room, I assume. And she said that she had her Bible in here beforehand and doesn't know where it is now. This is the adjoining bathroom. I'm on the toilet. I'm jumping on the toilet. Okay. A bar of soap. Okay, so there's the perfume. Okay, so that's where Lady Brighton is, in her room. Then the bathroom adjoins her. Did I go this way yet? But all the while, all the while we have this much time to solve the murder. So far, I am not doing a good job. Like, this is definitely the opening part of the mystery where I am just wandering around, stumbling into things. A blue billiard ball. Why is it here? Why are you here? How interesting. The detective is a methodical man with his notes and sketches. He's recorded every relevant conversation of the investigation. I can consult his notes and the mansion's map in the investigator's menu. Perhaps I will find an interesting clue. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so your notes. Here we go. Okay, so this is what we've learned from our conversations. Hold on, I'm trying to. There we go. Oh, you can also. Okay, so you can. Okay, the only thing with a port to console is sometimes you actually need a mouse to get things. Okay, so here are the tutorial things that I accidentally skipped. You can combine objects to create new ones. You have to grab them both, and they will automatically merge in your inventory. The time to start investigating has arrived. You have 2 hours and good luck. You have 3 available characters. Yeah, click on their portrait to switch to the active one. This may work better on Windows or on PC than on PlayStation. Some objects you can pick up. Those are called items. You'll find them stored in your inventory. You can observe objects when they glow by getting close and inspecting them. Okay, detectives send everyone to their rooms. Papers are strewn across the floor and a safe has been tampered with. 4-digit. I'm going to go back to the detective because I feel like... Oh, you could also close the case. No. Okay, let's go back to the detective. Let's see about combine. Okay, we had the pencil. Like, this was... Okay, let's take the pencil and take the phone book? No? Okay, so that's not it. So yeah, it's also a matter of trying to figure out what goes with what, as per usual. So it's a little bit of point and click. Let's
let's see if we can combine the magnifying glass with the phone book. No. Okay, so we can observe. I can't simply try random numbers until I stumble upon the correct one. I must keep searching for the 4-digit combination. Hey, Dragon Gem. I was hoping that maybe like a pencil would be scratched on, you know, like a phone, a particular phone thing would be the combination, or maybe we could use the pencil on something. So yeah, I'm having a little like, what do I use with what kind of thing. We could, but we only have like 2 hours. So, you know, might take us a while. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Anything in here that needs... See, nothing in here really needs inspecting. It's a bathroom. Like, it's just a bathroom. So yeah, I think where I'm struggling right now is... What do one do? Hold on. Yeah, I'm not trying to... Okay, so bumping into things also tries to interact with them. I checked my notes, but I'm not really... A painting with strange marks. Can I... Alright, where have I... This is the music lounge. Where have I not been? That feels like that's the garage? Okay, so this is... What? Perfect, this must be the phone the butler said I could use if I needed to make a call. Now, what was Dr. Burgess's number again? I can't recall the number myself, but there must surely be a telephone directory somewhere within this vast mansion. Okay. There was a telephone directory in the office. Just don't mind me, dead body. Crap, did I forget where the office is? I did. Okay, so let's drop that. Take that. Okay, let's go back to the phone and see if we can call Dr. Burgess. So this game is Clue Murder by Death. It is a murder mystery. And you are a detective who has been given 2 hours to solve things. Okay. Okay, so we picked up... Now I'm understanding. We picked up the phone book and got near the thing it's used against. So you are looking to match up items that work well with each other. And okay, so I think, okay, that's a little clearer now. We called the doctor. Hello? Dr. Burgess, I'm Detective John Smith. My apologies for calling at this hour. Good evening, Detective. No need to apologize. I take it this is a matter of some urgency. Indeed, Lord Anderson was murdered roughly 2 hours ago. I require your expertise. Good heavens, I'll come at once. However, on such short notice, it will take me at least 40 minutes to arrive. Please, make all haste. The Chief Inspector from Scotland Yard is on his way, and, well, you know his reputation. Indeed, I shall be there as quickly as possible then. In the meantime, do continue your examination of the scene. Just make sure no one touches the body. Of course, Doctor. Thank you again. And Detective, rest assured, when I arrive, I shall proceed directly to the body. Thank you. I appreciate it greatly. It's the least I can... Okay, hang up. The doctor is coming. We got a trophy. Okay, the doctor's been called, and now we just have to wait for him to arrive to get more answers and more questions. I imagine that there are going to be tons of trophies in here when you succeed at various things. So we found one interaction, the phone book with... Looks like the power is out. What? Oh, just another little complication. Maybe it's because of the storm. There must be a switch somewhere. For now, I can use the flashlight. Either the power comes back or I find a switch. It could also have been sabotage. I don't know. I'll have to keep investigating this mystery-filled mansion in the dark. Okay, so we now have a flashlight. Oh, whoops, I want to go up the stairs in there too. Dead body just appreciates being acknowledged despite the corpus of evidence. Oh. Okay, so we have a flashlight now. Do things come more? Oh, whoops, hold on. What was that? Ooh. Coin. An armor full of dust. Huh. Okay. We've been here before, though, have we? Or is this new? Oh, this is a new place. Okay. So eventually we'll map out... Oh, well, let's first off, what's over here? A packed suitcase. Not quite concealed. Was Miss Gray planning on making a quiet escape? Good evening, Miss Gray. You're one of the maids here, correct? Can you walk me through your day? Did you notice anything unusual? Of course, Detective. I rose early to prepare Lady Brighton's breakfast and took it out to the garden. After that, I went to gather firewood for the fireplaces. While I was in the greenhouse, I heard some noises coming from the garage, but didn't go check. Did you see or speak to anyone after that? Yes, Lady Rose asked for breakfast as well, so I brought it to her and then handled some laundry she gave me. Later, I saw Sir Brighton and took him breakfast in the gym. Anything out of the ordinary while you were working? Not really, just the usual cleaning, laundry, and kitchen work. Though, now that I think about it, I did hear some shouting near Mr. Living's room in the morning. It sounded like an argument, but I didn't pay much attention. And later in the day, anything else that stood out? After lunch, I carried on with my tasks. I took a short break in the afternoon, then I went to the garden to gather some herbs. I was in the kitchen most of the evening preparing dinner and cleaning up. Nothing seemed out of place. Understood. If anything comes to mind, let me know. Of course, Detective, I will. Okay, so, but she has a suitcase that is packed. My instincts tell me to check this closet. Still, I should probably wait until Miss Susan leaves the room. Strange. This perfume is far too expensive for a maid's salary. Okay, I can't take it. So, has she been stealing from the family? And is she ready to run now? Okay. Nancy Walker certainly keeps her room spotless. Okay, so this is Nancy's room. There's nothing really here, though. Which is good, because she's helping us. Okay. Oh, okay. The little grayed out space is the room of the person. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're there, but it's their room. Okay, that's helpful to know where people's rooms are. What happens if two of my solvers meet up with each other? The power's out again. It happens every time there's heavy rain. I already told Lady Brighton to call a specialist, but as always, she ignored my suggestion. I'm not going down to flip the switch every time. His lordship didn't care about these domestic problems, always lost in his own world.
Perhaps I should inform the detective, just in case he thinks someone tampered with the system, though the power will likely return soon enough. Okay, so even though they are assisting me, even though they're assisting me, they also have their own dialogue. Okay, going down to flip the switch, so the switch is downstairs. Okay, is there any place I haven't investigated? So it's interesting, but oops, I did the wrong thing. I didn't mean to change the character. Sorry. But it does have it has that mystery game thing of not being entirely sure what to do. Okay. So there's a lot of things to do and see and look at. It has a little bit of that point and click vibe. I think I just walked around in a circle because of course I have. It has the point and click vibe. Oh, no. Okay, finding new places. Excellent. Okay, I don't want to talk to you yet. This door is locked. A coffin in his room. Not exactly standard furniture. His and hers? Okay. There is so much blood. Well, we now know which room is Drax, dang. An empty bottle. Okay. All these records belong to a lone wanderer. A well-known artist these days. Yeah, it does take place in the 30s, so yeah. Alright, let's see what you have to say. Lady Rose, I need you to tell me about your movements today. Please be as detailed as possible. Very well, detective, though I fail to see how my day is relevant to your investigation. This morning, I asked to have breakfast brought to my room at 7:50. Susan attended to me, as she should. Okay, I already don't like you. After that, I went to the garden to meet Mr. D. Such a fascinating man, you know? I introduced him to some of my friends, and we spent the morning in the drawing room. They were quite impressed by him, as anyone with taste would be. And after that, did you interact with Lord Anderson or anyone else? My friends left around noon, and I joined the family for lunch. Later, Sophie came to our room, talking endlessly about Lord Anderson and something to do with Egyptian artifacts. Honestly, I don't know why she wastes her time on such tedious hobbies. I told her as much, and she left. What exactly did Lady Sophie say? Oh, something about rituals and ancient texts. I didn't pay much attention. It's rather dull, don't you think? After that, I spoke with Lady Brighton, my grandmother, about a personal matter. She's far more sensible than Sophie, at least. And what happened in the evening? Did you see or speak to Lord Anderson? In the evening, I played the violin in the garden. It's one of my few pleasures in this gloomy place. After dinner, Mr. D and I went to the study to speak with Lord Anderson. He looked unwell and asked us to leave. Mr. D was quite upset, but he's far too dignified to make a scene. I retired to my room soon after and didn't leave again. Did you hear or see anything unusual during the night? Any arguments or raised voices? Must you ask so many questions, detective? I heard Lord Anderson shouting at someone in his study, but I didn't bother to investigate. It's none of my concern what he does in his private affairs. I stayed in my room the rest of the night and saw nothing else. Thank you for your time, Lady Rose. If you remember anything else, please inform me immediately. Of course, of course. So, bored socialite
Fascinated by people who are famous and or interesting. Her bathroom ensuite. Perfume? Lady Rose's perfume. Yeah, I don't see the need to take the perfume. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot, like, I mean, everyone is a suspect. Is this the Bible? A book named The Odd Essay, written by Homer. Okay. It feels like everyone, I mean, obviously everyone's a suspect. This is a big place. I've only barely explored. Okay, they mentioned that the, I wish you could teleport to rooms. That would be very helpful. I wish you could teleport to places, but they mentioned that the switch for the power is downstairs. Also, hold on. Wait, see, this is where I get confused. That's that door. Okay, so let's go back through that door. That's where you were. Oop. The power is back in the mansion. Let's hope it was just a temporary outage caused by the storm. Although, it's clear that someone familiar with the house could use these blackouts to escape or destroy evidence. It could also be something deliberate. This could complicate the investigation. Okay, I'm trying to figure out... Okay, I want to go this way. And see, does this take me... Okay, this takes me back downstairs. Cool. No traces of anything suspicious, just a vase. There are some African masks here, but are those similar to... Okay, here's the garage. A well-kept automobile. Someone takes good care of it. This has me back out here. It looks like a Chinese vase. So yeah, as mentioned, also it's about, I need to get going. As mentioned, it is a mystery game. You are looking for clues. You are trying to solve a mystery, and you're trying to do it before the police arrive. The police will specifically be here 2 hours from the time the game starts. And, oh, first aid kit. That could come in handy. Lots of bathrooms too, like tons and tons of powder rooms. And it has a little bit of okay, we've been back in this hallway before. Have we mapped the first floor almost completely? Still a few more. So yeah, it has that nice vibe to it. It's, I think, where I'm lacking right now, and it's something that all mystery games, it's not unique to this one. Oh, there's an entire chaplain and church in the house, y'all. Wow. I guess we shouldn't bring the cross next to Vlad, huh? A crucifix. Okay, but I want to do it anyway. Let's put the coin down. I think also a little granularity, because again, let's see here, is that, yeah, we'll take the crucifix. Yeah, who puts an entire church in their house? Is this blueprints all of a sudden? I think the main issue is, oh wow, there's just a chessboard. See, that feels like it would be a clue. Vinyl record. This book is filled with ancient papyri and dusty Dusty books, a collection of forgotten knowledge. Okay. So yeah, the mechanics of the game are great, but because the game is so large, you almost are going to have to play this multiple times because you're like, oh, okay, now I know that this goes next to this and this goes next to this. That's one thing that's a little bit difficult. Hold on. Has the compass... Also, the compass needle hasn't really, like, it's cute for a map thing, but not really knowing north from... Okay. So this is the main floor storage room. This is the church, an entire church in your house. I mean, I guess it saves you on... There's no getting out of going to church, huh? I don't want to talk to you yet, Padre. Unless you're delivering. Have you delivered last rites? Did he have last rites? Do you know it was in his will? Is his lawyer here? So yeah, it's good. It's interesting. The mechanics of the game have definitely got me. So could I just close the case? What happens if I close the case? Ah. So that's why we are picking up all the clues. And to solve the case, you have to give it a who, a how, and a why. Now we found a lot of things. Some of them we didn't pick up, some of them we just saw. And the reasons are interesting. You're concealing secrets, desperation, fear of ruin, inheritance, you lost your mind, jealousy, justice, money and power, revenge, disclosing secrets, self-defense. So yeah, there are lots of options as to who, how, and why. But we'll head to the main menu. Because yeah, it's interesting. There are some things that I'm not necessarily picking up, which are... There's a lot to explore. And finding all the things that you then need to interact with other things, so it has a little bit of that point and click to it, that's what's not always locking in with me. And like I've mentioned, mystery and crime-solving games, sometimes the mechanics of the game get in the way of the mystery, and that's where I start to lose a little bit of interest. But I do like the way it's all laid out. You have your notes, you've got a map of the place, you've got your clues. You can even color the notes differently. So if you have like two clues that relate to each other, you could give them the same color. So it is a lot. If you love information gathering and collating, just make sure you do it in, less than 2 game hours. This cat is not stopping. This cat is a menace. That's a gun. Get away from there, kitty. That's a big stretch. There you go. So yeah, this is cute. There's a demo out on Steam if you're curious to take a look at it. And yeah, clue, murder by death. And yeah, I like the art that they have on the main screen as well. It's definitely giving like a Hammer horror film. There's absolutely like the Christopher Lee action going on in the front, but it's also like every character in the game. And it's really well done. So yeah, that's fun, but there's a whole mood and a vibe that I'm not quite locking into myself. But if you like the point and click games, if you like the collating clues and getting all that, for me, sometimes picking up X and using it with Y is not always what I lock in on. So sometimes I'm like, that's not great for me. But yeah, let me get a link in chat for y'all. So yeah, take a look. And it's possible that I picked the wrong people to help me and I was just not picking up the right clues. But yeah, I think giving it a few more runs would be a different experience. And I feel like even though there is a port for PlayStation, I feel like it might work better actually on Steam. So I will see. I'll see if I can request a Steam key to have a look at it there. But I don't have to actually request a Steam key because it's a demo out right now. It comes out in about a week. So yeah, check it out.